Kima, and I'm doing my senior project on African American women's self-image. Does anybody know the definition to self-image? Sure.
I believe that self-image is the way a lady or a man or whatever portrays itself to the people. I guess the way you carry yourself, your personality, the way you act, your respect level.
What about colorism? Has anybody heard of colorism? No.
Isn't it the light skin versus dark skin?
Basically, it's when the darkest skin tone they get discriminated towards because of their skin color, and the lighter skin tone is favoritism. So as a child, like around the age of 8, I'm just like explain. So at the age of 8, I had like a puff ponytail, and I'm black or whatever, and I noticed like the dolls and like the things advertised on TV, like they had like mostly white like dolls and things, and then I slowly began to see like black Barbie dolls, and I was a big fan of Bratz. Who knows Bratz? Okay. So my favorite Bratz doll was Sasha, and she was like real dark, and she had like long straight hair, and I always used to wonder like, ooh, how did she get straight hair? Black people have like curly nappy. So I was confused, like how did she get that? Like, is that magic? Like, is it a magic potion for our hair that we could use? And like I noticed that everyone in our neighborhood started to like have straight hair, and I'm like, how did that happen? And I asked around, and I noticed that everyone was saying perms, relaxers. I told my mom I wanted a relaxer, and she told me I didn't need it, but I begged her, and then she let me get a relaxer. It was a bad idea. Like at first, when you get a relaxer, it's straight. It makes your hair straight. It makes you seem like look like you're not black, but it makes your hair like really straight, and it's not nappy. And you feel like, well, it made me feel good about myself, to be honest. But the bad thing about relaxers, it damages your hair if you don't take care of it. So I didn't really take care of my hair. And does anybody know like the statement that all black girls say about their hair, like when their hair comes out?
Oh, wait, when they hair, stop using
about like when they had long hair. Like I used to have long hair.
Oh, they always say, my hair fell out or something like that.
Yeah, like when I was young, I had long hair, and now I don't because I got a perm. Yeah, I said that too, but it was actually true. So I started. I think this was sophomore year. I stopped using perms, and I like cut off like most of my hair, and I started to wear curly weave so my hair could blend with it. And I was just trying to grow my hair naturally because I noticed on YouTube like it's a natural hair journey, and I wanted to do that as well. I did that until September this year, senior year, and I went back to perms because I couldn't resist. So I went back to perms, and now my hair is not damaged yet, but soon it will be. So the purpose of this story is just telling everyone like, love yourself, like don't fall into the masses. And I still need to learn that perm situation. Freshman year, we read a book about a girl not loving herself. Do anybody know what the name is?
The Blue Sky?
Mm-hmm. Do you know the main character's name? Okay, Pacola Brila. So Pacola, she was an African-American young lady who struggled with her self-image, and during that time, the society beauty standard was to be like Shirley Temple. And Shirley Temple was white, and she had curly blonde hair, so everybody wanted to be like Shirley. Cola, she was raped in the story, and she struggled with her family. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, Pacola is an example of most girls in modern day. Like they have a lot of struggles, and they struggle with their self-image. And I felt like that was one of my favorite books because I could relate to it. Not as in depth with the extra rape, yeah, but I can relate. Junior year, we read a book called Passing, and it was about two characters, Claire and Irene. And Irene, they both were passing, but Irene, no, Claire was more of passing because she was like lighter than Irene. And Irene, she was happy with her life. She was content with everything. But Claire, she was passing, but she wasn't happy. She wasn't content with anything in her life. And that book taught me, like, okay, it's okay to be, African American. It's okay to embrace yourself. Because as you see, Claire did not embrace herself. So, when I was doing my research, I came over an organization called Pretty Brown Girl. So Pretty Brown Girl is a company for dogs. And the background story to that is it was the Crowleys. Shirley Crowley and her husband John. They had 2 kids and they lived in a predominantly white neighborhood. And one of their daughters struggled with her self-image because she saw everyone at school with straight hair and everybody was white. So she wanted to be exactly like everyone else at her school. And her parents started to notice that, and they started the Pretty Brown Girl organization. So the dolls are like, they don't have straight hair, they like have Afro puffs. So that was a step into like making girls, African American girls, love themselves. And there's organizations around the world, and it's a website called blackgirlafropuff.org, and that's where like it's different organizations for African American girls, Illinois, Atlanta, just different places all over the world. Like you could get your child involved, and I feel like the best solution for self-image is to do that or start the doll organization. Okay. So this is a quote that I really live by, and it's "Love yourself, said self." It's about an unknown source. But I feel like loving yourself, telling yourself, looking in the mirror, and saying that you love yourself is good. Like you should do this a lot. So aside from the beauty standard of self-image, African American women are known to be considered workhorses, and they are known to be independent, mad, diary of a mad black woman. So we are just mostly described as angry and lonely. And I feel like we should change that because it's making African American women look bad. Every African American woman is not angry. And also from Shirley Crowley's Pretty Brown Girl organization, she said one quote that stood out to me. She said, when you are comfortable in the skin that you are in, you begin to have power. You begin to do everything better. So I feel like if we all be comfortable in our skin, then we could all prosper, or we could do better with things in life. And I want to say, and let everybody singing with me. Okay. So who knows Beyonce? Pretty Hurts. Let's sing in the choir. No.
You gonna sing the chorus?
Yeah.
Just tell me when to start.
Now, turn the waist.
Pretty hurts.
Shine a light on.
Pretty hurts, pretty hurts.
Okay. I woke